is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Live.
You down with Rapaport? Yes, I am. 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 You better tune in, IamRapaport.com. Cause every single podcast, you know he drops bombs. I seen him on set, a seasoned vet with true talent. Catch him on his way to CrossFit, rocking the New Balance. He asked me to do the track cause he know I rhyme elite. But I'm just waiting for the Robert De Niro line of the week. Breakfast of Champions, hosted bagel, cream cheese and lox. This is I Am Rapaport, the show never stops. We might catch him out in public, stretching his knees. But if you don't listen to the show, yo, wiggle please. Wiggle please. This is the I Am Rapaport podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. All right.
Let's do it.
Okay. This is the I Am Rapaport podcast coming live from Brewster, New York. I appreciate you guys coming out, me and G Moody.
Yes, sir.
If who in here listens to the I Am Rapaport podcast? Let me just get a sense of.
Wow.
Okay, so some of you, you guys never heard of you never heard the I Am Rapaport podcast? You're in the minority, but you guys have.
Let's get it.
All right. Well, that's interesting. So whoever might get offended easily, make sure you check out where the exits are now. But we're gonna try to keep it down, keep it toned down a little bit as far as the offensive stuff. So the I Am Rapaport podcast coming live from Brewster, New York. This is my co-host. We call him the Black Ed McMahon, Gerald Moody. My name is Michael Rapaport, and they call me the White Arsenio Hall. And we're just glad to be here.
That's right.
Me and Gerald have known each other since 1982. We met playing basketball in New York City in 1982, and we've been unofficially podcasting since then. And we've been officially I Am Rapaport podcasting since it's been about a year now.
Yeah. A little over a year.
now. And
yeah.
I just so you know, I don't know how much you guys know about me or not, but I got my I got my start as a stand-up comedian. And about 5 minutes from now, you'll know why I retired from that shortly thereafter. But we want to keep you guys involved, and you could eat, you could drink, you could take photos, you could tweet, you could text people 911 to get me the fuck out of here, and that's the first fuck of the evening. It's gonna be probably, I don't know if
it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of them.
It's gonna be a lot of that.
If somebody wants to take that on as a something they're gonna do all evening to keep count of the F words, the F bombs and stuff like that. But some of the segments, if you don't listen to the I Am Rapaport podcast, some of the segments that we do on the I Am Rapaport podcast are the Robert De Niro line of the week, which I probably will not be doing this week, this episode. Some of the other things are, let me see, there's the sick fuck of the week. There's famous white people with no lips. Last week, I don't know if you heard the episode, Charlie Sheen actually was our first double winner. He won sick fuck of the week and a famous white person without lips.
That's right.
The first person ever to win that ever. I don't know if that'll ever be captured. It was like lightning in a bottle. What happened with him, because it just all came together for him. So I don't know if we'll ever be able to capture that magic. What are the other segments? Some of the other segments we do.
Talking Greasy.
Talking Greasy.
Yes.
Which is, people saying things that we find offensive. Not that we're anyone to talk about people talking greasy, because I feel like, I don't know how much we offend people or not offend people.
They like it.
Of
course.
Articulate that a little bit more. I was concerned because usually when we do the podcast, not usually, every other time except for this time, we've done 105 episodes. It's only me and Gerald coming live from the Gloom Tomb, which is my apartment, but I try to give the facade that it's a fancy studio.
Yeah.
But one of the things that we love to do, and I think it's a great conversation piece, and you guys can feel free to be interactive. By the way, my voice is normally has a little bit more oomph to it. It has a little bit more pizzazz to it. I've been fighting a little bit of a cold, so if I sound like I'm about to cry or laugh, just ignore it because it's just my voice is a little stunted. But one of the supporters of the I Am Rapaport podcast is an app that I have a lot of fun on. I think this will be good because some of you guys seem like you're into this, and some of you guys seem like you were like, why the fuck am I here? But this app it's on iTunes. It's only for iPhones yet so far. It's called Truey. And the thing I like about this app is I feel like it's a very good conversation starter.
Yes.
So sometimes when we're sort of, in between segments or in between jokes or we run out of energy or if I Aiello'd myself. I don't know if you guys have ever, that's another one of the things we do on the I Am Rapaport podcast is the Danny Aiello impressions. But because my voice is a little shaky right now, I have to see if I feel. I've never done it in front of people. I've actually I did it in front of Danny Aiello, and he loved it. But I've never done it in front of a live audience. So I have to see how I have to see if we have that certain je ne sais quoi between us. Me and the audience. Yeah, I think we will. We'll get
Give
there.
it to them.
Now they don't want me. I'll do it.
Not yet.
We'll come into it. And also before I get into the Truey stuff, the one of the ambassadors of the Rapper Pack
Is here.
And I just want to give him a quick shout out. Truly supporting the podcast from day one. There's a few of you. I see some soft ass I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirts in here.
Word up.
And but Anthony Hubert is an ambassador. Which state are you representing? New Jersey. He's the ambassador. He's a New Jersey state representative. So he handles all the comings and goings. And we actually have state ambassadors from, I think, 39 of the 50 states and a few countries worldwide because the I Am Rapaport podcast
is a worldwide.
It's a worldwide phenomenon.
No doubt about it.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Word up.
And so we're trying to actually, if there's other representatives from other states that want to be ambassadors, there are 11 states that are not being represented 24 hours a day, 365 a year. And the benefits of being an ambassador of the I Am Rapaport podcast are none. But we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
We love it.
And Anthony will testify, and he will tell you that it's not about getting, and it's not about giving. It's just about a feeling of pride. It's like being in the Boy Scouts, but with no benefits.
Word.
All right, so this is true. I might need to get back into stand-up. This is all coming off the cuff here.
Feels good, bro.
When I was a stand-up, I was. I
remember you.
I was
in Los
struggling
Angeles.
up there.
Yeah, you were sweating.
I was sweating, and what I would do is like when I ran out of jokes, I would just start like I would say to my mate, like I would just pick a guy out and be like, "That's a nice hat," and then and then it would just get worse from there.
Yeah, just fuck with him.
Yeah. No, this guy's got pythons. He's with his girl. I don't want any trouble with this guy. All right, so this Truey... Sorry, you guys. So this Truey app, it's a good conversation starter. And the way it works is it asks a question, and you guys could go yes or no. So the first question is, I think the biggest discrepancy between males and females is the definition of dating. Yes or no? Yeah. Who says yes? 100% agree. That's not,
right.
You know what? Just because there's questions on Truey doesn't mean there are always good questions on Truey.
That's right.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Having kids before 25 is crazy. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Hell yes.
Yeah. There should actually be yes,
and
no,
hell yes.
and fuck no.
Word.
Children should begin learning a foreign language as soon as they start in school. Yes.
Yes.
But I have to say, I feel like, I feel like there's some people in here with kids. I have kids. Gerald has a daughter.
Yes.
I have 2 sons, and like most good-intentioned parents, as a young father, when my kids were young, everybody's telling you, read to your kids, play music for your kids, have somebody talk in Spanish for your kids. What other little tidbits of advice do we waste our time doing?
Yeah.
Because my kids
just bullshit with them.
Because none of that fucking works.
It don't matter.
I really truly don't think it works because we all read to our kids. We all speak Spanish or German or another language to our kids. And how many rocket scientists or have anybody in here raised? Anybody? Nobody?
Right. They gonna do what they do.
So I don't know the benefits of that. 60 Minutes, they say, reading to your kids, it stimulates the brain. That stimulation could be fucking boredom. They could just be like, say, that's, I just don't think I think it's overrated. I try. How you doing? Everything good over there? All right. Here's some of the questions that get interesting. Big breasts are more attractive than small ones.
Hell yeah. Nobody want to see egg tits. You want to see fluffy.
Not to say that if you're not big-breasted, you can't be attractive, but if they had a preference...
You want to see fluff. Not egg.
Fluff. All right, here's another one. We will make contact with aliens within the next century. Hell no.
Yeah.
No, fucking no. It's not happening.
Yeah.
The only person that'll be doing that is Will Smith in the next movie that he's in. Racism doesn't exist anymore. No.
Hell. What? You asking me?
Yeah, speak on that, G. Monetti.
You see it on the news?
You're the only black guy in the whole fucking room.
Yeah. Word up. I don't see no motherfucker looking like me. Yo. Of
You're
course.
half black.
You ain't got the fucking hair, man. Yo.
Go ahead.
You see
No,
it.
no. I got it. I see that.
See?
I'm just saying, black man.
Yeah.
No, there's different. I see Latin. You?
The Puerto Rock.
Puerto Rican? Where you guys from? Okay, cool. I'm from LA, so I grew up in Manhattan, New York City.
We saw all that.
I don't know. You grew up in Mexico? Okay, you grew up because in New York City, when I was a kid, anybody from New York, anywhere in New York, only when it said Spanish, it was only Puerto Ricans. And then in my 20s, I moved to Los Angeles. No Puerto Ricans, only Mexicans. I don't give a shit. Like everybody's. I'm Jewish. And one of the big things about the I Am Rapaport podcast is we sincerely think it's important to talk about race relations, go into territory that's uncomfortable in a forum where you could stick your foot in your mouth and it doesn't have to turn into a fucking a war.
That's right.
Because I feel like the more conversations, the more questions that are asked in regard to race relations, differences, poking fun in the style of Lenny Bruce, Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Chris Rock, and anybody, I think it's important because I think that we're all different. I was saying this morning, I've yet to meet a Leroy Weinstein, and that's fine.
That's right.
That's fine. And I've also yet to meet a Shlomo Johnson. It's all fine. And these things are important to acknowledge, and there's nothing to be uncomfortable of. And I think the more that people talk and acknowledge their differences and acknowledge the things that make them uncomfortable, that it's very important. And I've also never met Hector Weinberg. I just never met this guy. I just never met this guy. People are different. We have different names, different cultures.
And that's okay.
But speaking as the only black guy in the room.
That's right. I'm proud of that.
I got you. What you felt like? I felt like I interrupted you. You wanted to go down a road of how did we even get on?
Yeah,
you being the only black guy in the room.
Shit?
Were we talking about that?
You fucked it up, man.
Oh yeah, it was something with the True app. All right, so
go back to the question.
All right, so the next question is, racism doesn't exist, and that was a definitive fuck no. Okay, here we go. Playing video games after 30 is okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
And playing video games after 30 and telling people is definitely not okay.
Yeah. Put that shit down.
If you do play it, okay, that's your own choice. Do not tell anybody.
Yeah.
Because you're most likely playing video games against young kids, because you could play online against other children. And I just think at a certain point, what gratification?
What do you get out of that shit? What you get out of that?
Are there any
Turn
people?
this shit off.
Yeah,
man.
enough.
You 30 years old. You played all the games. You won all the championships. Turn it off.
It's time to stop.
Word.
Are there any people in here over 30 that play video games?
Oh, man, you look like what? That's Kenny Rogers playing shit, man. Look at this mother. No, Michael McDonald.
Now, sir, you is that your wife?
Okay. She wants you to turn this shit off. Oh, look at Money pimping. Oh, pimp. Look at the rap.
How do you feel about what's your name, sir? Frank. That ain't your real name.
Yeah. Doobie Brothers.
Yeah, just because his I Am Rapaport podcast tag says Frank, he fucking wrote it himself, of course. Yeah. So, and what's your name, miss? Ava. That ain't, whose fucking name? Frankie and Ava. Frankie and Ava been here early. They got the hot toddies going over there. I see them.
Hell yeah.
All right, who else in here plays video games? Do you play them with your kids? Yes. That's
okay.
That's okay.
See? That's good.
I don't know. This is the I Am Rapaport podcast, and we're coming live from
live and direct.
Don't hit the mic so hard. I think
sorry, bro.
All right, here's another question. I love this Truey app. No bullshit. It's a good conversation starter. Now, I want everybody to answer this yes or no. I pee in the bath. Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. Soon as the water hit it. As soon as the water hit that sensitive area, it automatically flows.
Who says no they don't?
You a lying motherfucker.
Well, no, maybe not the bath, because then you're peeing your own. I think the
shower.
Yes. I said bath, but I think it was meant to be shower, because no, I don't think any grown-up will pee in the bath at a certain, because then you have a conscience of you're bathing in your own.
Yeah, you're sitting in your piss.
But your name is what, ma'am? Yes. Well, let's just call you. Everybody who doesn't want to be named.
She looked like Judith Litt from a Who's the Boss.
Yeah.
We call your ass Lit. Her name is Lit.
Do you pee in the shower, Lit? Okay. But everybody else, I'll rephrase the question. This will be my question. I should pose this on the Truey app. Now, be honest here, because I feel like we're starting to come to like we're getting, like where everybody's getting the vibe, especially you guys in the back, you with the glasses all the way in the back. I'm looking at you. I am mildly cross-eyed, cockeyed. This eye, like you might, I think I'm looking at you, and this guy's be like over here, like I think he's looking at me.
Word up.
But when I'm focused, usually, so you in the back, do you or do you not pee in the shower? You, Four Eyes, in the back.
Money.
We're talking to you.
Money, we looking right at your ass right here, man.
I'm looking right at him.
Money, don't turn away.
You pee in the shower. Thank you. Jesus fucking Christ.
Once the water hit it, you know what time it is. It's hot. The water is hot.
So, feel free to stretch. Feel free to
Word. Just chill.
Stretch it out.
Thanksgiving special. Doing it up.
Because that's 24 minutes we've been going. I'm going to give myself a fucking heart attack if I got to just breathe. Yeah, so I actually did start off as a stand-up comedian in 1989. And I swear, if things were going as good in 1889 as my stand-up as they're going tonight, whew, shit.
I got a question.
Okay, Gerald's got a question for us.
Acting, G. Monetti acting workshop.
Oh, that's one of the segments. You know the guy on the inside the actor studio who looks like he's got I don't know. He looks like he's in the witness protection program.
Yeah.
He's got that red beard. Like it looks like it's glued to his. What's that guy's name? James Lipton. He's great. No disrespect, but we need to get him on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy because he just looks like he needs to just revamp his style. So we were inspired by James Lipton, and Gerald Moody does the Gerald Moody acting shop where he asks questions and
about the craft of acting.
Okay, so go ahead, G. Monetti.
What are your favorite films since you've been in over 40 films? films.
Favorite films of mine?
Yes.
Good question, G. Monetti. Probably the favorite film that I've been... See, I've been in some films that I had a great time doing, but it wouldn't even suggest my mom watched. So those, I don't bring those up. Because who cares? Because, I mean, I had a great time, but why would I waste your time? Like, you're not going to be like... The craft service is not going to be there. You know, the girl that I was making out in the trailer with, she's not going to be there. None of the accoutrements. So I would just be like that. But I'd say the best films that I've been in, and the films that I could watch, because as you do it more, I don't really like to watch myself. But I would probably say True Romance, Beautiful Girls. The ladies like that film, right?
Yeah.
Where were you when it came out?
Yeah.
No, that to me is probably the biggest film that I've been in that didn't do well, because that film and True Romance, people will come up to me and ask me about that film every day, and both of those films, sort of now have lasted the test of time, but they didn't do that well at the box office. So Beautiful Girls, I would say the Woody Allen films like Mighty Aphrodite and what's the other one I was in? Small Time Crooks, Zebrahead, Higher Learning. So those
Copland.
Copland. That was out in New Jersey. We could be in Jersey for all, and I have no idea where we are. Where are we? Are there any locals here right now?
Brewster, New York.
Okay, Brewster, New York. That still means nothing to me. Where the fuck am I? Like, are we in any vicinity within any range that Jimmy Hoffa may or may not be? He could be up here, right? Because I fell asleep in the car. We had a rogue driver. We had a guy who was going the wrong way on the FDR.
Yeah.
The guy got us up here. Otherwise, we'd still be on our way.
Yeah.
An hour north of the Bronx.
Okay, cool. Where are you from?
That's lit.
She got a great accent. She got a great New York accent.
Judith Lit.
Is everybody happy with everybody getting drinks and everything like that? Everybody's comfortable?
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to do one more question on the Truey app, because you see it inspires great conversation. Okay, here's an interesting question. This will get us into a more politically active thing. Answer, well, it's a tough yes and no question. We should let the refugees into the USA. Fuck no. Okay. See, it's a tough question. Now we keep it all lighthearted and friendly. So, G. Monetti, let's go ahead. What is your take on that?
They have to be vetted. You can't just let motherfuckers in the country.
Yes, I agree.
They have to be vetted. You have to search them, and they have to assimilate, speak English.
Doesn't the question imply that? I mean, we can't let anyone who's not vetted anyway. So it's
right.
Let in vetted people.
Yes. It should say that, but this is the Truey app.
But they don't do that.
The people on anybody can fucking put a question on it. The last
so you have
question
to clarify shit.
Yeah, well, these guys are. Well, listen, it doesn't say on the Truey app, clarify your shit, asshole.
No, but I'm gonna clarify it. I'm gonna clarify it
because we got two different answers. Some people said I do pee in the shower. They were happy to admit that. Other people like you're an animal because you're taking a bath in your bath. I didn't say it was perfect. I just said it was a good conversation. That's what I'm saying. Okay, final question. They should legalize marijuana in the state of New York.
Oh!
I made that up.
Hell yeah.
Well, why do you think that, G. Monetti, a.k.a. the Black Ed McMahon?
Because it's, marijuana is great. Why else would you? Why else?
No, I get it. I understand it.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah, you can't be burnt out of your tree.
Not with that K2 and all that ooh-wee shit. No.
Yeah. Explain what the ooh-wee is for some.
Ooh-wee is K2, which will have you sprawled out over the floor.
Right.
Marijuana gets you hungry and has your senses more defined.
Right.
And I like that. I don't want to be sprawled out over the fucking floor. I want to look at the game and look at it different.
Hear the song that I've heard my whole life.
I want to hear some Led Zeppelin shit and be like, damn.
I never picked up on that note before.
But how can you hear it if you're sprawled out? See?
No, I know. Do any of you guys who are over 30 who admitted to playing video games do K2? No.
Yeah, nobody raised their
That
hand.
synthetic
Shit.
stuff is
good.
It's dangerous stuff.
Terrible.
It's very, very, very
People die.
dangerous stuff. And I was reading. This is a controversy. I mean, this guy. I talked about it earlier, but it was brought up last night on TMZ by that alligator-armed fuck, Harvey Levin. I can't stand.
Yeah. Word
What
up.
I want to do is, and maybe there's some sort of private eye person in here, because Harvey Levin, the guy who's monetizing every single Hollywood scandal and demise for his benefit, I want to find out where he lives, where he gets his coffee, where he walks out of his house in his boxer shorts and his t-shirts, and I want to start following his little ass around.
Yeah. Me and you should do that.
That would be, and I want to see how he likes it.
Yeah.
Harvey, where you going? Harvey, who's that guy walking behind you?
Yeah. And why is he naked?
Harvey, what are you doing at this other guy's house?
Right. You little hoe? Like the guy, like, oh, he's a hoe.
Yeah. How he gets around. Well, why did I bring up Harvey? Oh, because it was put up last night that I can't remember myself 5 seconds ahead, and I was the first person to say legalize
Harvey.
marijuana in New York. Oh no! So Charlie Sheen.
Ooh.
Now, the crazy thing about the Charlie Sheen thing is that, unfortunately, nobody is surprised.
That he got that monster.
Nobody is surprised that this has happened. And they said that yesterday, TMZ reported, and you know if they reported it, it's got to be factual. No, they are good. They are the 60 Minutes of scandals and taking someone's life and really, when they're really down.
Right, when you at the
like,
lowest?
They fucking jump on you. Like Harvey Levin is like, oh, Charlie Sheen, he's already at the fucking bottom.
Yeah.
Let's just kick him in his ass.
let's stomp on his head.
So yesterday, it came out that Charlie Sheen, there was videotape of him
Oral copulation.
of 3 other men, because they were like, how did he get the HIV virus? And so they're saying he was,
Copulating.
other men. And I have to say,
Jesus. Go. I'm sorry.
no, I don't think this is possible because, as I mentioned earlier, Charlie Sheen has no lips.
Right.
So
How you gonna be copulating?
he has no lips. And now it's reported that his father, Martin Sheen, and his brother were like Emilio Estevez, because you know Emilio Estevez is Charlie Sheen's brother.
Right.
One of them changed their name. No, because his father's Martin Sheen. He has no fucking lips either. And listen, having no lips is not a crime. The sexiest man in the world, anointed by People magazine this week,
Who was that?
David Beckham.
Oh, what?
Women fall down for David Beckham. I've seen it.
This motherfucker.
His son was in my son's class. The women would walk into the classroom and literally like be like they got shot in the heart.
Really?
The so-called sexiest man of the year by People magazine of 2015. No fucking lips. So it's not a crime. It's just you can make it in life. Look at the TV. Brett Favre. No fucking lips. It's just a crazy thing. I just noticed it one day. I was watching a movie with a very good actor, Jason Bateman. His lips look like a fucking sealed envelope.
Slits.
It's just
Two
what it is.
little slits.
No disrespect. I know I probably won't be doing the next Jason Bateman movie, but I don't mean any disrespect, Jason Bateman.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good.
He's good. I love him. I loved him since Silver Spoons. I love him.
That's right. Word up.
I don't point out the women that have no lips because I don't do that. I would never point it out. Like, I would never point that out. But trust me, if I did point it out, I have a long list in my head right now. So Charlie Sheen, his father, Martin Sheen, the great Martin Sheen, and his brother, Emilio Estevez changed his name. He knew I don't want to be
He knew what
associated with
time
these
it was.
fucking people.
Early.
He knew early. Like
He did that 20 years ago.
I don't want to be associated with this guy. He's bad news.
And look what happened.
And again, Emilio Estevez, great actor in the 80s, a good director, famous white person with no lips. But he and
Charlie Sheen disgraced that family, man.
because Martin was like, I could deal with the coke. I could deal with the whores. I get it. I could deal with the fucking tiger blood and the winning. You know, me and Emilio, we've stomached a lot. I could deal with all the shenanigans, but now you're sucking cock. I mean, when is it gonna end, Charlie? It just
Word.
You just
Word
when
up.
are you gonna stop? Like, there's got to be a limit to when.
Yeah.
And he looks good. Charlie Sheen is in. Somehow or another, like. You know, I look like I'm fucking 62, and Charlie Sheen's going backwards in age. He's like, what's the name of that? Benjamin. He looks great. All the shit that he's done to his body over the years. But I can never watch Platoon ever again.
Yeah, you can't. You can't watch that shit.
No, because when you're watching, you're like, you just feel like you're thinking about like all the craziness. You're thinking about like what could have been. What couldn't have been, and it's just a real yeah. The whole thing. I mean, talk about living hardcore. Talk about going raw dog without a bag. I mean, that guy went raw dog without a bag.
Hey, is it okay then if women suck cock, but it's not okay for Charlie Sheen?
Well, I didn't say cock. Did I say cock? Oh, sorry.
You did, yeah.
No.
it's
Of
all
course,
right
it's
for that.
okay. It's okay for anybody to do it if they want, but it's. With him, there's gotta be like a line he won't cross. Like, he sees a line and he fucking jump ropes over it. There's no line this guy is, it's just, you know, from one thing to the other.
But he never said he was a gay guy, right? He never said he was gay.
No, but when you're going around saying you have tiger blood in you, you're obviously doing.
But what is that?
That's what I'm saying. This guy, he was so far out. When he went on that far out thing,
See, tiger's blood, I don't know what that means. That means you just...
he's invincible.
Shit, not really. Right?
Time will tell.
You disgrace your family. Martin Sheen's like, fuck, man.
Enough is enough.
Enough, man.
Shit.
Now you sucking cock? Damn.
And all those.
Take him off the show, yo.
I think.
Yo, just cut the shit. If that doesn't cut the show, you disgracing everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
He needs help. He don't need to be on no motherfucking
He's
show.
still working, and I feel like tonight's going to be the end of my career. Boom. 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 Shit.
Word.
No, I think this is going fantastic.
What you
Who's
got,
that
bro?
in the back with the New York Yankee hat?
Yeah. What up?
How you feeling in the back? How's everybody feeling?
That's good. That's good.
Right.
We like that.
What else were we had some planned out stuff.
All
just-
loaves.
Oh yeah.
All loaves matter, yo.
All loaves matter.
Word up.
There's been I don't know how many of you are aware of the I know the ambassadors of the I Am Rapaport podcast that are in here, they know. And the listeners and the fans of the I Am Rapaport podcast, they know. And I feel like Michael McDonald over here, you're going to appreciate that. But there has been a slew. Is Michael McDonald in the Doobie Brothers?
Yes. And there he go.
The All Loaves Matter campaign is a campaign that me and Gerald have taken upon ourselves to start. I was actually inspired by one of the guests of the I Am Rapaport podcast who's doing some really positive things. The beautiful and talented Amber Rose. She started a slut walk. And those of you who don't know about the slut walk, this is the new age feminist movement. I know. I was a little floored by it too, but it's like it's to bring positivity to women. And after I learned about the slut walk and the slut movement, and that's for those people to articulate. I had been reading in the paper a lot. There had been a lot of women mutilating other men's loaves. And I'm not talking about an olive loaf or a banana loaf. I'm talking about a man's loaf.
Manhood.
And then there had been a lot of men who mutilating other men's loaves.
Jesus.
This all started with the Lorraine Bobbitt thing.
Word
And
up.
because there was there's a strong feminist vibe in the zeitgeist right now, and I support it. I support women altogether, but the men need to support the men. And one of the goals that we're looking to do in 2016 is to have the first annual All Loaves Matter walk. Okay,
Yeah.
and then this is because it's not just about the mutilation that's going on. Because I read a story the other day about a guy in Guadalajara. He found the guy who raped his wife, obviously bringing you to violence, blood, and a place you probably had never imagined you'd go. He beat him up. He then cut off his loaf. Woo. Okay, he was angry. He's a rapist, right? We could say, I'm not saying I would necessarily do that, but I can understand that, right? Correct? And then this is where it became a slippery slope. He then decided to eat the man's.
Oh! What kind of fucking
No,
guy is
at
that?
a certain fucking point, I gotta say, who's the real sicko here? Who's the sick fuck of the week here? Like, okay, this is you caught the rapist, I understand.
Damn.
And you were so crazed by it, you cut his loaf off. I get that. A judge would say, okay.
Yeah.
I
word.
don't say anything, I agree with it, but I can understand that happening. But then why'd you want to eat his dick, sir? Why?
Why?
Why? Were you just looking for an excuse to eat that dick?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is some of the craziness that is causing us.
All loaves matter.
All loaves matter.
That's right. When
Say it
one
again.
gets cut,
When one gets cut,
we all
loaves
feel it.
matter. For whatever the reason is, men, all loaves matter.
That's right. That's right.
Are you with me? 1, 2, 3. All loaves matter.
Loaves matter.
Thank you. All Loaves Matter 2016.
That's
Along
for sure.
with the All Loaves Matter campaign, I want to stop there's a terrible thing going on, and it's called mad shaming. And I feel like people, men and women, are being made to feel ashamed of themselves when they get mad. And for those of the football fans, I thought it became very sort of in the zeitgeist. That's a good word. I always feel like that makes me feel smart, zeitgeist. Richard Sherman, a defensive, a cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks, it was played on ESPN over and over and over. After a game when they played the New England Patriots, and the Seahawks beat the New England Patriots, not in the Super Bowl, it was a game 2 or 3 years ago.
Right.
Richard Sherman famously went up to Tom Brady and in an antagonizing way when Tom Brady was obviously pissed off because they just lost the game. It was a big game. He said, "You mad, bro?" And you know, because there's so much mad shaming, I felt like Tom Brady didn't go, "Yes, motherfucker, I'm livid."
Right.
You know,
Fuck
like
you.
people are like, "Why are you getting so mad? What are you so mad about?" And I say, I just fucking woke up this way. And there should be no shame in that. Because some people, like my lady, she wakes up with a smile on her face and, you know, smiling like she's, you know, tiptoeing through the tulips. It takes me 15 minutes. Okay?
Yeah.
And then, you know, people are like, "What are you so mad for? You mad, bro? What are you getting so mad for?" I'm mad as fuck. And I'm not going to take it anymore. And happiness is just the opposite of mad. I could be like, "What the fuck are you so giddy about, lady? What are you so..."
Right.
So that's going to be tagged on to the All Loaves Matter walk, is the anti-mad shaming. Hey, listen, we're going to do a 30-second stretch. Stand up, stretch. Who in here just works out? Who worked out this morning?
Who does hot yoga?
Believe it or not, I am a proponent and a regular at the hot yoga place. And you're probably like, what kind of fucking hot yoga place would have you in there? But I love hot
New
yoga.
York.
I love it. Is there hot yoga up in Brewster, New York?
In your house?
Sorry. Danbury, New York. Is there hot yoga in Danbury?
See? Motherfuckers getting mad at your ass for that hot yoga. Sit your ass down, man.
Wait a second. Are we in Connecticut or New York? We're in Danbury, New York.
Brewster. I just said that. Where the fuck you at? I like money.
Hey, that's the most important thing. How could I have forgotten to preface the entire night by saying this is the ultimate act. This is the ultimate act and the ultimate out. And you could use this if you want. Just give me the fucking credit. The I Am Rapaport podcast prides itself on being the only 150% non-fact-checking podcast.
We don't fact check, but we get shit right.
And we get it wrong. But the accountability factor goes way down when you say at the top of the episode, we don't fact check shit.
Right.
So basically all bets are off. So like, you could be like, well, they said that on the I Am Rapaport. Michael Rapaport said that some guy ate some guy's dick, and then you might look it up and that's not the first time I heard that. By the way,
some guy's dick.
It happened a bunch. I feel like I would rehash that stuff but the millions and millions of fans are listening. We've talked about it, and believe it or not, pay attention. When you read the Huffington Post or you read the Daily News or whatever your local newspaper is, there's a lot of this going on, and it's shot. You're like, and for some reason, my mom lives down there half the year. A lot of wild shit. Maybe someone could give me some insight to it. Takes place in the state of Florida. I don't know what they're eating down there or what the.
It's that humidity, man. That humidity drives human beings crazy.
Florida man, da-da-da-da-da. Something will be about, like, was taking
fucking
back.
An alligator.
Yeah. Florida woman, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Fucking a quail.
It's just like Florida. Just something. Yeah, I got this thing here that happened. One of the awards, just a sincere, and it's not given.
Earned.
It is earned. It is earned. We call it the sick fuck of the week. And like I said, Charlie Sheen was the first person to get that last week for his antics. But this week, there was a guy in Arizona. A man, I'm not making this up. You could look up on here, okay? I mean, I don't fact check, but I'm not just like, if I had this good of an inventive mind, I'd be like, writing Harry Potter books. Pimped out his dog.
Wait.
Pimped, that's what it says. Pimped, the fact that it says a man pimped out his dog,
Damn.
Enough right there, you win the sick fuck of the week. Anything coming after that is going to be just downhill.
Pimped out his dog.
A Washington man has been accused of prostituting his dog in exchange for various farm animals.
But how you do that?
I don't know.
Who's paying to fuck the dog?
But this is a guy. And there's so many reasons to lock this sick fuck up. I don't need to go, but he's according to the release, da-da-da-da-da. Now, it's the second sickest state. And do we have a representative from Arizona? We do. Yeah. We need to vet this fucking guy.
Yeah, for sure.
We need to vet the I Am Rapaport representative from Arizona, and we need to run a full background.
Credit check.
Do we have somebody in Florida? We need to find out. We need to run their check, and we need to check on their animals monthly, because we don't want to be associated with some like a scandal like that going down. How's everybody feeling? Good?
Yeah.
All right. You guys could talk amongst yourselves for a second. How's my voice sounding? Is it sounding just pitiful?
You all right?
I'm all right.
You all right? You all right? How the fuck you pimp out the dog though?
But
Like he's walking on the whole stroll and back and forth with his little pony up.
I don't know if he has other clients or his dog was his number one, but
who's fucking the dog?
other farm animals.
But why they want to fuck the little dog? Why?
One of our sickest.
Like, how do you get the little? Never mind.
One of the first people that won the Sick Fuck of the Week award was a guy. Where was he? In Alabama, as revenge. This is true.
Listen to this.
As
shit.
revenge for his girlfriend not cheating on him feeling like his girlfriend wasn't giving him enough attention. Mm-hmm. This guy, I don't remember all the details of his name and all this because I wanted to say his name because I wanted anyone who knew him, knew somebody that knew him, he should have like a scarlet letter on him because this is sick.
Yes.
This sick animal. I feel bad even calling him an animal because what he did was so sick. As revenge for his girlfriend neglecting his feelings,
Yes.
she had one of these. Now, I'm a dog lover, but I like my dogs over 30 pounds. I don't like these Paris Hilton dogs. Not to say that I have a problem with them. I just prefer a dog that if I happen to trip and, I happen to like kick up, the fucking thing's not going to take off into the moon. Like, I want a dog with some weight. I want like a dog that when he lays on me, I know it's laying on me. I don't like, it's not like, the wind blowing. This guy took her 12-pound dog and violated the dog repeatedly as revenge. This is true. And the way she found out is because she thought he was cheating with another woman. She hid under the bed and heard him violating her little chihuahua.
Wearing that dog out.
This is a sick fuck of the week. See, what I'm saying is that not just anybody gets this.
Word.
This award is earned.
Earned.
It's not given. We don't do it every week.
Sick.
If because you could do horrendous things, it doesn't mean you're going to get this award from us. This is a special kind of individual.
Yeah. Sick fuck of the week. That is horrible.
So, I'm a big fight fan, and me and Gerald have been predicting the demise of Ronda Rousey. It's documented August 2nd, episode 73. We
predicted
the demise of Ronda Rousey.
that she would get her face kicked off.
And it wasn't anything personal.
We just
But she was called the greatest fighter of all time, yet she hadn't really actually been in an actual fight. She kicked some ass. There's a difference. She hadn't been tested.
right.
And a couple of weeks ago,
If you get kicked in your face, how are you going to react?
if you get punched in the face 9 times in a minute, how are you going to react?
How are you going to react?
And
are you a champion?
Ronda
Muhammad
Rousey
Ali got kicked in. He got punched in his face. He
got
lot.
up.
Joe Frazier.
Even Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas, it took 10 long
Right.
rounds to kick his ass.
Right. A champion stays there.
And I have mixed feelings about women's MMA because I think it's not very politically correct in this day to say there's limits, there's da-da-da-da-da. Me personally, I still have a problem with, like, there was a fight last week with 2 women beating the shit out of each other. I have a problem with watching men's MMA. But with the one woman punching the shit out of another woman, I was raised and told that doesn't happen. Not to say that it's not a sport and they're not athletes. I'm just saying I have a problem with it. That being said, I embraced Ronda Rousey's rise to fame. I watched all her fights until Holly Holmes came along.
On that Suge Knight shit. Yeah.
Articulate that.
She wasn't scared.
She resented her fame. All up in the videos.
You all in the videos. You all on the Today Show talking about, oh, I'm this, I'm that.
All up in the movies.
And you got your face kicked off. You see? Stop talking shit
Get in the gym.
Get in the gym and
Go
work
to a
out.
boxing class.
That's right.
Maybe afterwards, take a hot yoga class.
Right. You fought 10 motherfuckers.
How
And
could you be
fought
called the
housewives.
greatest? Right. Women were like, yeah,
Washing dishes
up
and
until
shit.
3 weeks ago, she was a mother of 3, and she did taekwondo every Tuesday. And Ronda Rousey's beating the shit out of her. What a shocker.
Right. And the promoter said, we need you to fight her.
There wasn't any women to fight, and this is no disrespect against the UFC. I just think it was a case of the goose chasing the goose before the, what is it called? The goose
gander, right?
The goose before the. See, we don't fact check. I don't need to. These
We don't
sayings.
know about none
When
of
I
this
said
shit.
the goose, you guys knew that I meant the
You
gander.
know what the fuck we talking about.
Why do you have to say everything?
Right. Word.
I say the goose.
Gander.
You know the gander.
Yeah, fucking gander. Everybody knows
Today
that.
I was on the Howard Stern wrap-up show.
Mm-hmm. You killed that too, bro.
Who listens to Howard Stern on Sirius? And I made Baba Booey, Fa Fooey. I made him say Pierre Dete because he was calling my apartment a shithole. And I said, it's not where I live all the time. It's my what is it? And then having an actual monkey say Pierre. What is it?
Look, see,
That's why I made him say it.
She listens.
What is it called? A Pierre to what? Pierre Detaire? I'm just a product of the New York City public school education system. Please.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't hold it against me. Yeah.
Word.
I don't know.
What about Caitlyn?
Yeah, because we're in the middle of Brewster, New York.
What about
fucking Caitlyn?
What about Caitlyn?
Woman of the Year.
Jesus.
Woman of the Year.
Who
Ronda
clapping?
Rousey, who's not even a fighter, should have been the Woman of the Year before Caitlyn Jenner,
Word.
who may or may not have a bigger loaf than me. I don't know.
That's right. That's for
I
sure.
don't know. I don't know if this is a woman yet officially. I don't know. I'm not saying she hasn't done a lot of great things. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be acknowledged. All I'm saying is go the fuck away for 6 months. Give us a break. Give us a fucking break. Can't you hide just
Word.
for... Is it every day? Is it every day we need to see you? I am adamant. I haven't done that many world-changing things in my life. I actually haven't done any. But I am trying to pick a date. We could pick it collectively here. We could say March 24th next year. I don't give a shit what the fucking date is. One day where the entire world comes together in peace, love, and harmony, and no Kardashians. One day.
Yeah.
One day where you could turn your computer on. There's no mentions of anything.
No asses, no fake asses.
No selfies.
Yeah.
No nothing.
No fake lips.
No
they try
nothing.
to look like
Just
me and
one
shit.
day.
You want my lips?
Yeah,
They want the injection in my shit.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that.
No.
No fake asses. We don't want to see that.
I just want one day. Because I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you guys up here. I watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Me and Gerald, we watched weekly I Am Kate. There was protesters that said out there in Minnesota, they protested Caitlyn Jenner last week, and I thought this was a very clever name. They're like, we ain't Kate. And these are some angry transgender people.
They were
and
trannies, right?
They were fucking like, yo, you're not living the life of what we're living like.
Right.
It's a tougher life out here. And I get the good and the bad and everything in between. It's just the publicity. It's just the the non-stop.
Right.
Every single
She's the only tranny with a TV show.
The only one. The only one, but the Kardashians collectively, the whole thing is just all messed up. And this was going to bring me to my other point. Again, I want to legalize marijuana in New York. What was my other point that I was going to bring?
We need to be smoking now.
We're in Connecticut, right?
That's right.
I'm just
It's
kidding.
legal
I'm
here, right?
kidding. Fucking kidding.
Hey Jay, roll that shit up.
I'm fucking kidding. Well, matter of fact, I want to. This is on me. I want everybody in here. Drinks on me. One drink for everybody. Let's go quick. So let's get the servers, the gentlemen and the ladies, to get that going.
Yes.
One drink is on me.
Yes.
But there was a thought I had. I can't remember what the thought it was.
What was it, bro?
There's a movie coming out in 2016 starring the Kardashians.
It's called...
No, this is true. It's a horror movie.
It's called...
It's called The Black Male Body Snatchers.
That's right. That is for sure. Because that's all they snatching.
I mean, forget the fact that you're in Brewster, New York. You need to watch out for these girls. Don't you think... Now, everybody, look, let's be grown here. We all watch it, even if we all watch it with one eye. The guy that Caitlyn Jenner is dating, I don't know what his name is or what his occupation is, but
Martinique.
You know his face. Doesn't he look like fucking G. Moody? He looks just like him. I said G. Moody. What a career move it would be for you to take down one of these Kardashians.
Yeah, you right. And they will never have me like they got these motherfuckers out there.
You don't know,
now.
they might put...
No. I'm from Brooklyn. They never ran a motherfucker from Brooklyn into the ground.
Not yet.
Chris Humphries, they filleted him. Lamar Odom is foaming at the mouth in Vegas with Linda Lavin and Polly Holiday. That's his prostitutes.
Yes. Can you believe that he spent $10,000?
75 grand.
And it was reported that he woke up on his deathbed out of his coma, and the first thing he said to Khloe was, "Hi, babe." Yet 6 weeks later, Khloe went on the Ellen show and said Lamar doesn't know if he's 26 or 36 and doesn't know who the president is.
And he thinks he's Spud Webb.
But he woke up out of the coma and knew exactly who you were.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He doesn't know who the president is, but he knew exactly who you were. And he was coherent right out of his coma to say, "Hi, babe."
And now she's with James Harden. These are mean motherfuckers, boy. These are mean people.
Break it down. What about poor Kevin McHale, the coach of the Rockets?
And his wife already screamed on him. His wife screamed, "Them bitches got my man fired."
Now, those of you who don't know, the in-betweens of the NBA, Kevin McHale is the former coach of the Houston Rockets, Hall of Fame coach, Hall of Fame player. The Houston Rockets started the season at 4-7, not great, not terrible. There's 82 games. Who's paying attention the first 40 games anyway? Obviously, the Houston Rockets aren't. Their star player, James Harden, who's getting now $200 million from endorsements, hasn't been playing as good as he has. He's also dating Khloe Kardashian, who has a staph infection from visiting her husband in the hospital.
Who doesn't know who the fuck he is?
But poor Kevin McHale gets fired. The web runs long and deep. The Kardashian web.
That's that white girl syndrome.
White girl syndrome.
That's what I said.
Explain white girl syndrome, please, because my voice is like it's like
I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you.
I feel like it's throbbing.
It's when the black person goes crazy to be in the comforts of the white chick.
The poster boy for white girl syndrome is, of course,
O.J. Simpson.
When he goes completely fucking nuts.
You go nuts. It's not the white woman, it's you.
Articulate this more.
It's how you view them. That's why you in the fucking jail.
He went crazy.
He went nuts.
Lamar Odom is now biting for vice president of the White Girl Syndrome Association. But
Look at Lamar Odom.
He thinks he's fucking Larry Bird at this point. We need to, and we love Lamar.
Look at him.
I'm a humongous Lamar Odom fan.
Me too.
Who? Did he just have another kid? He's got 9
he
kids.
don't have the syndrome. The syndrome is something when you go nuts.
Yes.
See? It's a fucking thing. When you go nuts. When you just drop shit.
Chris Humphries.
Look. But he saved himself. He
But
bounced.
it's not even, it's just the women. Look at my man Scott Disick. Look, some people act like they don't want to concur who Scott Disick is. He's the one who goes out with, what's her name? I know you know, girls. You guys know.
They know. They got these
Courtney.
motherfuckers on their phone.
And if there's any aspiring rappers out there, take the name Scott Disick. Is there ever a name that is built for a
That's a
rapper
rap
name? That's a
name.
rap name.
Disick.
Scott Disick. Sent him in and out of rehab. He's there monthly. He's going to open his own rehab. The guys are dropping like flies.
Yeah.
And the only one who's hanging on,
Kanye.
God help him.
That's because them little babies are babies.
Yeah.
Wait till they weaponize them motherfuckers. Wait till they weaponize them. Wait till the record sales plummet. And then they become weapons.
Of mass destruction.
And then you fucking go crazy. And then you in family court. That's when you got to transition into some Caitlyn shit.
Is any?
Then you put the wig on when you're in family court.
Now, which I should have done Friday. Has any man been in family court before? No man in here been in family court? Well, then good for you guys.
Word.
This is not a place for men or women, for people. Family court is a
Sucker-ass
devious
judges.
place. But what I did is I had to go to family court for some issues with my thing. What I did wrong, and next time I have to go to family court, if I ever do, I'm going to do this. But Gerald suggested this the night before. He said,
Strategy.
show up to family court with a blonde wig on, some red lipstick, and a dress from American Apparel. And tell the fucking judge you're transitioning.
You're transitioning. Compassion.
Now that would have been the
That's what we're
performance of
looking
my
for.
life, to have a straight face to tell the judge, Your Honor, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. I couldn't do it.
See, the judge will look at you different if you're transitioning.
Yes.
If you're a man, he's gonna fucking railroad your ass. But if he look at you with compassion, you got that wig on.
And the red lipstick.
And stockings.
And
He look at you like pitiful.
Imagine me, I show up.
Rappaport. Motherfucker
Yeah.
been in 50 movies.
And
Look at him now.
And I'm talking like this. Your Honor.
Look at him. They fucked me.
I'm all fucked up now, Your Honor. I don't know what to do with the child support, and
I'm transitioning. What do you want me to do?
he would have just been like, just get the fuck out. You don't have to pay anything.
Yeah,
Get out.
that's what I'm
Rappaport.
talking about.
You look like you're in pain.
That's it. That's strategy for men. just don the wig and throw it off when you get out of court.
I heard that the Rocky 7 movie, a.k.a. Creed, is actually excellent. And it opens Thanksgiving Day. Rocky is a humongous part of my life.
Word.
Now, believe it or not, there's talk of Sylvester Stallone getting a supporting actor nod. And I hope that he's able to end the. It's not a trilogy. It's not a trilogy time. There's 7 fucking Rocky movies. What is that called? A what? A saga. The saga that won't end. He should have
it's the
Miley's
last shit, man.
Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
Please stop.
Rocky 7 with music by Miley Cyrus featuring her song Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
Yeah. Miley Cyrus is baby and shit.
But apparently, so this one is called Creed, which I've made a decision to go see because I first saw the Rocky movies as a kid in the movie theaters. And before I wanted to be an actor, I wanted to actually be Rocky. Some of the potential sequels, if he wants to keep going, because the next one is called Creed.
Yes.
I just really want him to stop. I don't want there to be another movie where Apollo Creed
Has a baby mama.
or a daughter, and the because of the hype with Ronda Rousey and women's fighting in UFC, we don't want to see Rocky 8, the title being
Krisha, the black Ronda Rousey. avenging Creed's death.
I want it to end. I want it to end. And I feel like if Stallone, this isn't a bit, but I feel like if Stallone was able to go out on top with this one, and if the movie is successful and you know, critically acclaimed, and somehow he was able to you know, get an Academy Award nomination, a nod, it would be even more shocking than the original Rocky. Like, who the fuck would think? Because even when I bring up Creed in here, who is planning to go see Creed, honestly?
Two motherfuckers.
I'm going to see Creed. Because I'm
nobody.
But I heard it was really good, and I have no stake in the game. I'm just a fan, and that movie means so much to me. But I went to see Rocky 6. I don't know where the fuck Paulie is.
6.
Where's Paulie?
Just the fact that you're saying Rocky 6.
It was called Rocky 6, the final chapter.
Dolph Lundgren's son?
No, it's like when you need to make when you call Rocky 6 the final chapter, when you need to make an excuse for the movie being made in the title, you're in bad shape.
Yeah.
Like, it's Rocky 6, I promise I'm not going to do it again to you.
Right. Rocky 6. Creed.
But I am excited to see Creed because I did hear it was really good. Oh my God, my throat is killing me. You guys are a fantastic crowd.
Good crowd, man.
Especially considering
good crowd.
it's the I Am Rapaport podcast.
Word up.
Yeah.
Word up.
Did you guys did these people get their drinks on me yet? Is everybody getting their drinks?
Oh, y'all gotta spice that up.
No,
man.
when I say drinks are on me, I'm not fucking around.
You're not bullshitting around.
I'm trying to keep these people, you know, focused and you know, keep them on my side. Can we get them drinks? No one's answering me. They think I'm fucking around. I'm gonna pay the bill.
Casper.
I don't know if you guys know this, but one of the premier sponsors of the I Am Rapaport podcast is a mattress company called Casper Mattresses.
Word.
They will deliver the mattress to Brewster, New York, to anywhere in the United States within
New York.
2 to 5 days. The mattress will show up in a box, and you'll be going, Michael Rapaport, you motherfucker, what did you get me into? And then you will open the box, and the mattress will decompress. Both me and Gerald Moody sleep on Casper mattresses every night.
I love them.
Talk about your back until you stop using Casper.
Oh, you know, as you get older, your back is fucked up. It's natural.
Your hips.
This is just part of life, right? I never noticed my back until I got to like 40. And then you start feeling them pains. But then the Casper. And then it changes shit.
Casper mattress. Go to Casper.com. $50 off the promo code. So not only are you getting free drinks, you're saving $50 the next time you get your new mattress. But I highly recommend it. Casper mattresses.
For real. And it comes in a fucking box.
It comes in, when you get it in the box, you're definitely going to be like, what the hell is this? But that's the award-winning sleep technology. 2 to 5 days, this is what you call a money-back guarantee. They give you the mattress for 100 days. If you don't like it, you could sleep on it, drink on it, do all your business on it.
Freak off.
Take a nap on it, eat popcorn, do what you do.
Freak off.
Fact check, don't fact check. If you don't like it after 100 days, you return it. That's a fucking money-back guarantee.
A company with confidence.
What else, G. Monetti? We're getting ready to wind it down here.
Word?
I mean, I think I sound like people are starting to look at me like, with compassion
you good,
in their eyes.
Man. You good. Your voice ain't really fucked up like that, yo.
It's killing me. It feels like what I imagine the bottom of your feet feel like. Gerald's my best friend since 1982. Yesterday, we took him to get his first pedicure in his life. The ladies were looking at him. Hold on.
Y'all motherfuckers don't be clapping.
No. The pedicurists were looking at his feet like it was a foreign instrument. She said, hold on. She went in the back. They came out with a 7-foot extension cord and electric tools to help those feet. He was a great basketball player in his time. He was. Great basketball player. But didn't take care of his feet. Tell the people, Tell the people how, up until yesterday, you choose to cut your toenails. I don't mean to put you on blast or embarrass you. He takes pride in this. He thinks that everyone else is crazy.
I'll tell motherfuckers, I don't care.
Tell them.
I cut it with a steak knife. And not because they're so tough. It's because it's a habit. I've been doing it since 77. So what?
So
And in February, in Bangkok, I got my shit done.
you got a pedicure then too.
In Bangkok, yes. Vacation, bruh.
So they came in yesterday.
Who talking shit? Who here? What motherfucker? What? No. These were ladies, man. They did a good job.
You know
Bangkok.
the mini sanders you used to get the cracks in the crevices? That's what they used. The lady was looking at me with shock and awe. She didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Nah. See, men.
I like manicures and pedicures. I love it. I have what you call baby soft feet, though. Even in my prime of my athletic prowess, I've always had soft feet. I don't know why. They're like ballet feet.
Shit.
I know you guys are like, we don't give a shit about your feet. I'm just telling you, I'm sharing you.
This is the I Am Rapaport podcast.
This is the I Am
cover
Rapaport
all kind of shit. What else we got?
Michael, what would Aiello say for his feet?
Give him a little something, like 30 seconds.
Danny Aiello would say if he saw Gerald's feet is, what the fuck are those? Look at those fucking crab claws. Take your fucking ass across the street to the Korean deli and get a fucking pedicure. It's really hard for me to do it.
Yes.
If you give me another topic of who would Danny Aiello talk to, throw it at me, see if it resonates. I'll try to conjure up. So who else would you like to get? It's called Aiello'd. Who?
Charlie Sheen.
You crazy motherfucker, you! You cocaine sniffing cocksucker! You whoremongering motherfucker! You're gonna give your father a fucking heart attack! And now you're on video with Harvey Levin sucking loaves! Word. You no-lip having motherfucker! I don't feel like I have the bass.
Wow.
It's hard. We got to interview Danny Aiello because I was doing this. Man, that's. Can I get some warm tea with honey and lemon, but not scalding hot? Like hot, but not too hot, so I could just try to make it through this. So the Aielloing thing just came out of the blue.
Right. Yeah.
We I think the first time we Aiello'd, we were talking about potential Knick coaches. Because Gerald said that he felt like Derek Fisher last season was explaining the losses.
Yeah.
Like he was making excuses for them. So we started thinking about who would be good Knick coaches, because I felt like a New York sensibility in a New York, like if you're losing, you got to be angry, you got to be upset about it. So we mentioned De Niro, Pacino, and then it just clicked with Aiello. So we were like, what would Danny Aiello say to the Knicks losing by 37 night after night?
And then it just blossomed.
Into that. Yeah. And Danny Aiello, who is an actor who everybody knows, but in my opinion, I feel like is taken for granted of him and sort of forgotten because maybe he hasn't done anything recently, or you think he's just this, or you think he's just that. And I could say that, having a career for 50 years, 40-something years, as Danny Aiello has, is not an easy thing.
Word.
Because of the fact that, number one, he's never been like, Steve McQueen. He's never been a
He's
leading.
not a pretty boy.
He's not a pretty boy. He's a New York guy, and you might be like, oh, he's just doing this, doing that. So the Aielloing thing caught on the internet, and then when Kristaps Porzingis was drafted by the New York Knicks, now we could all say yay, but that night everybody was like, Kristaps for what the fuck is who?
Who the fuck is that? Yeah.
And I Aiello'd him, that Latvian gangbanger, and that went viral. And Aiello found out about it, and first he sent out a threat saying, I hope you're not making fun of me. And I was like, oh shit, now Danny Aiello's gonna Aiello me. But then I got to interview him, and he was great, and he has such
Awesome
a long career.
Yes.
And I think it's important to guys that you might take for granted, Danny Aiello, Harvey Keitel, actors that might not be in the zeitgeist. Third time I'm using that. To acknowledge them,
Keitel,
and Harvey
the
Keitel.
heavyweights.
Yeah.
The great actors that don't get no shine.
And Danny Aiello's 82, and he was still, when we met him, he was screaming and yelling, and he was great stories and sharp as a whip. So
that's right.
That was a real privilege to be able to do that. And one of the beautiful things that I've had the opportunity to do throughout my career as an actor is meet and work with some of my idols. And like I talked about what Rocky meant to me as a kid. I saw that movie 20-something times in the movie theater, literally. In 1976, 77, my mother would drop me off at the movie theater because I would just be like, can I watch it one more time? Can I watch it one more time? And I got a chance to work with him in Copland. And a funny story about working with him in Copland. So the whole set, it was Ray Liotta, Harvey Keitel, Robert De Niro, Sylvester Stallone, and me. The first day I'm on set, I'm working with that group of guys.
The heavyweights.
With Ray Liotta, Harvey Keitel, Sylvester Stallone, and De Niro. And I have a picture to prove it. And the funny story about the picture, I have a picture of, it's Stallone, De Niro, and myself. And they're both sort of looking at me because there was the on-set photographer, this was before the digital cameras, who was trying to take a picture of them. And I saw this happening, and I just fucking ran in the picture.
I'm part of this shit.
And they're going like this, and I'm like this. But so that's something I keep and I have. What brought me to talk about that?
Keitel.
Keitel and De Niro, and so Stallone. When I was doing Copland, which was directed by the same director. Can I get that up here? Thank you. It's fucked up. I tried to give everybody drinks 30 minutes ago, and I get my tea like that. Thank you. I'm dying. No, but I was doing this movie Copland, and the director was named James Mangold, and this was Stallone's comeback into serious acting and all this stuff. And I would do lines with Stallone from Rocky movies, random lines. I would throw them at him. He'd come on the set, and I'd be like, yo, Adrian, and he would do the rest of the line. And then I would throw a line at him. I would do a Burgess Meredith line, and he would do the rest. Or sometimes I would do a Rocky line, and he would do the lines back to me, which you have to understand is so surreal to happen.
Word up.
I mean, and he was like, I've met a lot of Rocky fans, but you're pretty fucking good. He didn't curse. He doesn't curse. I felt like the timing was there because I got nervous because I feel inferior because of my voice. But the thing about that was that I was talking to him so much about Rocky movies, the director demanded me no longer to speak to him. He said,
Get the fuck out of here,
I swear to
bro.
God, he said, don't talk. He said in front of you can't talk to him anymore. This isn't Rocky. This is Copland. I'm trying to get him out of that Rocky shit. Like, we wouldn't be making Copland if it wasn't for that Rocky shit. So yeah, that happened. He demanded I didn't speak to him. But one of the things that he told me, and I've told this story a bunch of times, and I'll tell it again because I feel like some of you guys may not have heard it. But one of the best things that Sylvester Stallone told me was because I was talking about we were talking about Burgess Meredith, who played Mickey in all 96 of the Rocky movies, and he told me that Burgess Meredith, who also played the Penguin in Batman, he had a great career. He's a great character actor, Jewish guy. He's actually about this big, little guy. He said to me in a Sylvester Stallone voice, Burgess Meredith is a world-class stick man, right? And I was like, huh? And he said, a world-class stick man. So if you didn't know that Burgess Meredith had gotten around, that's just a little piece of information right from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Believe me, it was surreal for me.
Right. Because you don't look at him.
You don't think of Mickey as a stick man.
But you think about him in the 50s and shit.
He was getting it in.
Imagine.
But I will never forget that because I loved working with him. And, I got to work with Robert De Niro 2 times. And like as a kid growing up, dreaming of being an actor and then being in front of them and having to literally check the fandom at the door because you're there and, they respect you or you hope they do and you respect them, but you need to treat them the same. Like, it's like I always imagine like, rookie NBA players, they come into the NBA and then they're guarding Michael Jordan, but you're playing against him. And when Allen Iverson, he was quoted as talking about when I'm playing, I love Michael Jordan, but when I'm out there, I give him no respect. And he took a lot of flack because they were like, how could you not give him respect? And what he was essentially saying is that when I'm going against him,
I don't give a fuck about him.
Exactly. So I don't know how I got on that tangent, but I just, it's something special for me that, I know like you'd probably be more interested in hearing about Robert De Niro than my little bullshit. So that's just...
Oh, man. What else you got, bro?
I don't know. I just want to make sure the people had drinks. Is everybody good? We've been going for like an hour and 30 minutes, man.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get ready to wind it down. If we got a mic here, if anybody has any questions. Jordan, you could pass it around to the people. They could ask the question. You could throw them at me or G. Monetti.
Yes,
Anybody got any questions? You in the back.
Ask anything.
Hey, Chatty in the back. Anybody got no questions? Have I given it all? Have I given you... Here, this gentleman, he got a question.
I'm just curious, how was it to film Higher Learning?
Higher Learning is a film I did like 94, 5 or 4 or 6. And it's definitely a racially charged movie. I play a skinhead. And the way I got the part was... John Singleton was unsure if I could do it, so he invited me to a reading. It was just me, John Singleton, the director of Boys in the Hood at the time. That's what he was most known for. And Ice Cube. Before Ice Cube was the friendly Ice Cube. Before he was like mainstream movie star, I was like NWA Ice Cube. And he said, I'm going to have you come in here and you're going to read lines with Ice Cube. And all the lines were like, fuck you this, fuck you that, and... N-word this and N-word that. And it's not just to an actor and not just to a black guy. It's to fucking Ice Cube. And I was like, holy shit, who I loved because I was such a big fan of it. And then I'm saying this to and his face really looks like the Ice Cube face. So it's intimidating. It's like fucking Ice Cube. He's got like the best angry face ever. His face is so angry now that he gets paid to make it funny.
Yeah.
Like he does these kids movies. And I love him. So I went in and I auditioned with him and I read all these lines and I said the lines that were written and said lines that weren't written and just stuck it to him and got the part. So I mean it was a very, very fun role. And when I say that, I remember sometimes like, how could you say that was fun? Fun as an actor. It was a challenge for a Jewish kid from the east side of Manhattan to play a skinhead from Idaho. That's an actor's dream. So the movie turned out great. And, I'll tell you a little piece of tidbit. The original cast was going to be Tupac, Leonardo DiCaprio in my part, Gwyneth Paltrow and Jennifer Connelly's part, me and the guy who played the older skinhead's part. And then when Tupac got arrested, they couldn't put him in the film anymore. And then I think when Tupac pulled out, Leonardo decided to do some small movie about a ship. I don't know how that worked out for him. Listen, you got to live with the choices you make, Leo.
Word.
Fucking. What was it in some movie about a ship, a boat sunk? I never saw it.
Look what happened.
Apparently it was well received. I never fucking saw it. I think you could get it on, there's bootleg copies out there. It's hard to get. It's one of those movies that came and went. But it was a great experience and a great opportunity and a movie I'm very proud of and a performance I'm very proud of. And I never got any flack from that. I was concerned that, like, you know, when I go into the hoods or wherever, I never ever, people embrace that character in that film for some reason. I don't know why. So it was a good
More relevant today, even.
I think it is more relevant.
What inspired you to start the podcast?
Good question. What inspired me to start the podcast, I had been playing around with the idea after I did a friend of mine's podcast. I'd never even been on a podcast. My friend Bill Burr, great comedian, he said, come do my podcast, come do, and I was like, I didn't know what it was. Like, I'd heard about him, but I didn't know. I went on his podcast, we had a great time, and I got, a good response, and I loved doing it. I loved it. It was very freeing, because it was no formula, no forum, sort of. And then I had talking to my guy here. I was like, I want to do a podcast. And I just started, really kind of just started. And then I it was originally just me and Gerald literally have been talking this kind of shit for hours upon
30
hours.
years.
30 years of shit talking.
Just what you see, 30 years.
So I was like, yo, just come on one time and we'll just talk. He was like, what are we going to talk about? I was like, just have the mic. I'll throw things at you, because Gerald truly is probably the funniest person who I know. And this is, I mean, you see how comfortable he is. This is the first time he's standing in front of a live audience, and he's literally standing. But I mean, I've been in show business since 1989, and I did start as a comic, and I've always known that he's probably the funniest person I know. And even when we were coming up here, I was like, are you nervous? We're going to be performing in front of a live, captivated audience. And he was like, no. So we started, and then we just, it became, a two-man groove. And sometimes I'm in Los Angeles and I have to do it by myself. And it's fine sometimes, but essentially, that could become, you could put me as a sick fuck in a week, because I'm essentially in a room by myself talking to myself.
Word up.
So, yeah, that started it. And now it's the worldwide phenomenon. And like I said, it's the only non-fact-checking podcast
On the planet.
We pride ourselves on that.
That's right.
The I Am Rapaport podcast is sponsored by TuneIn. You can get TuneIn Premium on my Aiello portable speaker, NFL audio books, my radio music for only $7.99 a month. And the first week is free. TuneIn Premium, boundless audio. Let me tell you something about TuneIn Radio. I travel a lot, and if you love your local radio stations and you miss your local radio stations, if you love NFL, all that stuff, TuneIn is a spot, because I miss New York radio, although it's turned to shit.
It sucks, man.
But there are some good stations and local programming on there. And this boombox, this portable boombox,
Iowa,
AIWA, makers of the EXOS9, the only portable Bluetooth speaker with home stereo quality sound. Promo code for Iowa is I Am Rapaport. Don't forget the T at the end of my name.
be like Bob Barker.
You could save some money on there.
What's up, little ladies?
Gerald Moody, a.k.a. the Black Ed McMahon, a.k.a. the Black Bob Barker. And, just so you know, we have some. Matter of fact, we don't have enough for everybody, but we pride ourselves. One of the other lexicons of the I Am Rapaport podcast is we give away soft-ass I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirts.
Give away.
And let me tell you something.
Stress that.
For free.
The only podcast.
I don't have enough to give away to everybody tonight, but we're going to give away some. But it's the only podcast that prides itself on being so fucking dumb and desperate that they give away shit.
Word up.
No, the thing about the t-shirts, the soft-ass I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirts, which are made by American Giant, which is a company that's made in the United States, makes all their stuff in the United States, soft hoodies, sweatshirts, T-shirts, long sleeve T-shirts, and we actually branded them. The slogan, they didn't have it. This great company, the first sponsor for the for the I Am Rapaport podcast was American Giant. So the slogan that we developed for free is, and you tell us what you think of this slogan: American Giant Clothing.
Champion. Can't fuck with this shit, yo.
It's great shit. But the thing about the soft ass I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirts, because other podcasts, they'll charge you as they should. Everybody wants to make a living and monetize things. And my producer Jordan will be like, we got to start selling these fucking t-shirts. But for me, from the bottom of my heart, the fact that, the fans and that like guys like you have come out and stayed here and listened, it means so much to us because we truly enjoy doing this.
Yes.
And this all started from love and friendship that we've had since 1982. So the fact that we have taken it this far into, a top 30 podcast is shocking
in the world
to us, as it might be to you, the guy in the back who's bored to fucking tears.
Word. With that Yankee hat on.
And then,
I see your ass, motherfucker.
We're gonna hang out. We have some T-shirts. Unfortunately, we didn't bring enough to give away to everybody, but we'll give away what we have. We have a few and some sizes, I'm gonna
appreciate and love.
Appreciate and love it. I hope you guys had a good time. I know we had a good time doing it.
Yes.
And thanks for coming. It's the I Am Rapaport podcast live.
Yes. Live
From Brewster,
New York. In the place.